Personal assistants are amazing. I've had 2 or 3 of them in my career that have made all the difference in the world. I've also had a number that haven't. What I'm going to talk to you about now is using AI as a personal assistant, and how using AI, the right AI tool as a personal assistant, can really change your day. I've been using a tool called UseMotion. And UseMotion is a calendar tool, a project management tool, and a tool that you can effectively put all your to-do tasks, projects into, and it will serve them to you in the right order. Now, what do I mean by this? I actually mean that we all have calendars, we have to-do lists, we have tasks, and we end up knowing we should put our to-do list onto our calendar and get it done. And what I would do, I would keep a whole bunch of it in my head, and I'm pretty good at doing that. And then, when it's time to get done, my brain just serves it to me and I get done. And I thought I was really, really effective with this. Turns out I wasn't as effective. I've recently started to, probably 6 months ago, I started using a tool called usemotion.com. And UseMotion really allows you to focus the intentions a lot. And what it does that is so cool is you create your list of to-dos, your own list of tasks that you have to do. And I'll just start with tasks. And you say to it, every day you can book into my calendar at these times. And as I go through the day, I will add a task. I just go alt and space and it adds a task on. Or once a week on a Sunday, I sit down for an hour and I make sure I've got all my tasks in for a week. As very much as you would do sitting down with a good PA. You sit down with her and you have a conversation. And quite often I'll prefix this with actually going onto ChatGPT and just brainstorming what I need to do so that I've got a list. I then go in, I sit down with Motion and I say, okay, so this task over here, this task is a high priority, a medium priority, a low priority. It's going to take me 2 hours. I'm going to do this in half an hour chunks, and you can do this down to 15 minutes. And I need to have it done by this date. And I just load up everything I need to do. And then what the AI does is it actually connects to multiple calendars. So it connects to your Outlook, your Google Mail, your personal calendar. It connects to these calendars, and it will look at all those calendars so that it doesn't overbook you, and book space into the Motion calendar wherever there's space. So let's say I have 3 or 4 things booked in today, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock and 4 o'clock. I might wake up in the morning, open my calendar and see, or my Motion calendar, and see, okay, so I've now got these 3 tasks to do in the spaces where I have free. Now, the power of this really is if I get up, I quite often get up at 4 in the morning. And if I get up at 4 in the morning and I have this task list next to me, I can just click through it, and Motion will allow me to just select that task and do it. And it'll just put it into a completed status. However, what happens in our lives as entrepreneurs, stuff happens and calendars don't get done. And the real thing that helps me is if I don't start the task, so literally I don't click the start button, then the task just moves to the next day. And if I haven't started the task, I'm 3 or 4 days down the line and I'm coming close to the deadline, or all the tasks that I have to finish by deadline are not going to make it, literally Motion will say, you have these 5 tasks overdue, you need to do something about it. And that allows me to go into them and do them and complete them in time. I have found over the last 6 months this has increased my output so much. So really, look at the AI tools that are out there, and as things are coming on, there's more and more useful things coming on. Motion is very much the leader at the moment. They've been doing it for longer, and people like Asana and other project management tools are losing clients out to Motion. But I do suspect that very many people, very many organizations will follow the suit very soon, and AI will make our lives easier.